Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to mod Sid Meier's Civilization V. Well, maybe not super in depth, but we're going to get into it a little bit. So, first thing we're going to need to do is go to this folder. I have the path at the top of the screen. This is the default location for the Sid Meier's Civilization V folder. If you saved it somewhere else, you'll need to go find it. So, we're going to go into the Assets folder, and then once we're in here, this is going to be a little bit confusing, but when you're editing a Civ, you always want to edit the Brave New World files unless you're editing a Gods and Kings Civ, because the game will always read the Brave New World files. So if you're going to edit, say, America, you want to do it in the Brave New World files and not in the vanilla files, because it references that one first. So we're going to click on DLC. Expansion is Gods and Kings, Expansion 2 is Brave New World. So we're going to go into Expansion 2, that's where we're going to do most of our editing. Before you start changing anything pretty much ever, especially when with critical files to the game, I highly recommend you back them up. I made a folder on my desktop that has this stuff, has all the files, specify exactly which file you're editing. So like example, if you edit the Gods and Kings Civilizations thing, say it's Gods and Kings, say it's Brave New World. So that way if you do mess something up, something doesn't work, you can always just go back and restore to the default. So, or if you're just like, hey, I want to have like a backup, so like I can have like my modded file, I can put that in, and use this and use my regular files, so that way you can quickly switch back and forth if you want to do that. And then do that, because it's possible to mess stuff up. I didn't, but you certainly might. So highly recommend you back up all your stuff before you start. I'm going to demonstrate replacing the Brazil's Pequena with America's Minuteman. I hope I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, I'm probably going to get comments anyway. Feel free to correct me. So we're going to want to go to Gameplay and XML. This is where the game files are going to be. So we're going to go to Civilizations, and then we're going to go to Civ V Civilization. We're going to go to Edit. I'm not here because Brazil's here. Brazil's in Civ V Civilization Expansion 2, but we're here to find the Minuteman, so I can know exactly what it's called. I want to copy this right here, because copy and paste is always your best friend. I've tried to type out stuff, and personally I'm a really good typer, but I can't even type it exactly as is, so I highly recommend copy and paste. It's your best buddy. Okay, so now that we have the Minuteman on the clipboard, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Civ V Civilization Expansion 2. We're going to edit that one. Now, in here, of course, you can see this Brave New World Civilizations, but we're not really looking for those. We're looking for the units, which are right here. And we're going to find this row right here, which is, of course, the Pequena, which says belongs to Brazil. It replaces infantry, and this is the name. So what we're going to do is we're going to paste in our Minuteman entry right here. Now this won't do anything yet, so what we're going to do is we're going to change this to Brazil, and then we're going to save it. Now that is a very simple change to replace a unit. You can also do the same thing to replace a building. So for example, if I wanted to look up here, I can see Poland's Ducal Stable and stuff like that. So if I wanted to replace a building, I would just grab a building from the buildings file, or it'd be in the Civilizations file, sorry, not the buildings file, and I'll put it in here, and I would just change the name to whatever. So that's how you change out a unit or a building. And so next I'm going to show you some changes that I have made to the Iroquois. So I've been playing the Incas a lot lately, and I noticed that the Incas and the Iroquois have a very similar passive bonus. They both get better, like, free roads, I guess you could say, to some extent. And the Incas also have better movement in the hills all the time. But the Iroquois don't have better movement in the woods and jungle all the time, which didn't really make a lot of sense to me. So I thought, screw that, we're going to change that. So luckily for me, there's already a promotion in the game that lets you do that, which is called the Woodsman promotion. So we're going to go to the Civ V Traits folder, still in the Brave New World section, and we're going to scroll down a little bit. And here we go. This is all of the names for the traits in civilizations. For example, let's see, ocean movement. Obviously, that's England's bonus, and it tells you like strategic resource. Obviously, that's Russia's bonus. So we're looking for trait, ignore terrain and force. That's obviously the Iroquois bonus. Now, I've already made the change, but I'm going to scroll down and show you what we can do with this. But we do need to remember this name. If you want to copy that, go right ahead. So we're going to scroll down here, and luckily for okay, we're going to scroll down to the free promotions unit combats section, and luckily for us, they've already showed us, they kind of give us an example with Songhai, which is the amphibious warlord right here, and you'll notice that it has the unit combat below it and the promotion type that they're going to get. So like here's amphibious, war canoes for that. So we're going to use this example below, which you can see I've already set up here with trait, ignore terrain and forest. So we're going to reference trait, ignore terrain and forest for melee, and we're going to give them the woodsman promotion. And of course here's archer, and then below this recon, mounted, siege, gun, and armor. I'm assuming gun is Gatling guns. machine guns, that kind of thing. Siege is pretty obvious. Recon, I'm guessing that's scouts, but I know it's scouts, but I don't know what else it covers if it's just scouts. So that's the first thing I did with the Iroquois. And I felt like the Longhouse was kind of a side grade to the workshop because it didn't give plus 10% production. So I'm going to show you how to change the Longhouse to be more like the workshop. Okay, so we're going to go back now, and we're going to go to the building section. And we're going to go to the Civ 5 building. Not expansion 2, because that would be the Brave New World Civ. So we're going to go into here. Now, there's a lot of stuff in this file, but we're looking for something specific. So right here they have the buildings, the building names. You're going to want to reference this when you're looking for your building. Usually it's called building underscore the name with underscore space, like building underscore floating underscore gardens, real simple. Looking for building underscore Longhouse, real simple. We're not going to actually change any of this because this is not what we want to change. We're going to want to scroll way, way, way down past all this shit, including the wonders, if I'm not mistaken, they're here. Yeah, like there's Great Lighthouse and Oracle, so we're going to scroll way, 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 way down. That's the flavor. We don't care about that. That's just stuff for the AI. Okay, so on down here, eventually, I think it might be at the very bottom. Okay, here we go. So here we have the building yield modifiers section. There's the floating gardens, and it says yield food, so it gets 15% extra food. If you wouldn't necessarily know it was 15% extra unless you played the game. So like here's workshop, it says 10, factories 10, solar plants 15, so that's the percent extra production they get. So all I did was I took building type, put Longhouse in here, said I want to give production, give 10% production. That's really all I needed to do. If you wanted to, say, change another building to give percent production or percent foods per culture or something, you'd put it right in here. Actually, the Hermitage might be in here for, like, yeah, here's like yield science, like National Ecology gets 50% extra. So if you wanted to change any of the yield percentages, you could come in here and do that. But now I'm going to show you in game what I've done. Okay, so we're in game. I'm going to click on single player, not mods, because we didn't add a mod to the game. We added it to the file, so it just thinks everything's peachy keen. So we're going to go to set up a game. And we're going to click on the leader, and we're going to scroll on down to Pedro the Second. And if you'll notice right there, gives the Minuteman. If it shows up over here, you're doing just fine. Probably don't need to change anything else. So I'm going to go back, and I'm just going to hit start game because we're playing Hiawatha and Arborea, and I'll be back and prove to you that everything's working. Okay, so I want to address something real quick. The Great Warpath bonus does not say anything about giving Woodsman because we didn't edit the file that says what the Great Warpath does. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on Begin Journey. And if we click on our Warrior List, it starts the Woodsman promotion. Of course, we can move them around through the jungle and forest, no problem. Click on Settler. We're going to settle a city. We are going to, of course, create a scout. We're going to go to Research. We're going to click on Pottery, but we're going to open the technology tree. And I'm going to scroll over to the Longhouse. And it does indeed say that it gives us plus 10% production we told it to give. So, again, if it shows up there, it works. I could end it right here, but I'm going to show you that the scout starts with Woodsman, even though it normally can't start with the Woodsman promotion. So, a couple things while that's going. If you're looking for change, like I didn't address in this video, or something that's not super simple, I'm going to link to the Civ Fanatics modding guide in the description, which is a little bit of help to me when I was doing some my changes, but probably won't be any. It might not tell you exactly what you want to do, but it should give you an idea of what you want to do. If you're looking for a specific file and you can't find it, I'd look around a whole lot, but if you just can't find it, feel free to ask me in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. Of course, I'm just waiting for my scout to finish, and then I'll probably be about it. A lot of troubles. I might actually want to continue this game. Yeah, that's a pretty good spot. Might want to do that. Do we grow yet? No, I don't want to get the ancient ruins yet. Sorry for the lag. It's in our civilization. It's apparently not great for recording. Go figure. So, you're probably curious, does the Scout with the Woodsman promotion do what I think it's going to do? And the answer is Scout, Woodsman, press M, And yes, it can move 4 tiles in the forests and jungles. So that's some basic modding for Sid Meier's Civilization 5. Good luck with your modding experiences, and I'll catch you guys next time.